Hello everyone, my name is AJ. In game I either go by Aces or Hotshots, and today I'm going to be bringing you a video about myself because as you know we're making a new channel called Escape with Friends. So this is going to be a very personal video, sort of letting you know like who I'm as a person, and I'm all about, like, I guess you can say, connecting to people. So this is like how you can connect to me and like what I like to do, and sort of like how I got here within the past year or so of RuneScape and how I got to meet these three other friends. So guys, sit back, 45-minute video coming at you, and enjoy it, please. Thank you. Alright, so right now I'm on holiday, and I decided to come back after quitting for about 6 months, I would say, of RuneScape. I needed to focus in school and I wasn't doing too well the start of this year, so I decided to quit. It was probably the best decision I have ever made with school and, like, just letting off on something. But moving on, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be a senior in high school, so that's where I am right now. I'm around these guys' ages, I guess you would say. But moving on to like how I met them and everything. So it all started last year. I was very into RuneScape, like very into it, and you know, I I never really Skyped with anyone before in my life, so this was sort of like a new thing to me, and I was getting into dungeoneering, and I was trying to apply to some clans here and there, and they kept on saying gotta have Skype, best way to communicate. So I'm like, what the heck? I'll make one and start to talk to these people on Skype. So I joined these clans of dungeoneering, and this is like where I'm at. Oh, by the way, I'm I'll be bringing most of the RuneScape old school videos to you guys from our channel. Right now that's Hotshots. My other account, Asus, is 98 Dungeoneering, so that's where it comes from. But yeah, I was really getting into dungeoneering, and by doing that I had to join clans. Now I started with joining this one clan that was sort of, iffy, and Skyped with them, but then I'm like, gotta pick it up, get into like the level 70, 80 range, and I meet this kid named David, David Shota, and he, I talked to him like, oh, hello David, and then this is on Skype, by the way, because I wanted to join the clan, and it's like, hello, and it was more so like, sorry, it was like, I'm trying to explain who David was to me at the time. He was a very happy little kid who was like, oh man, I can't explain it, but he was like, if you want to join the clan, you gotta talk to this kid named Gem. And at the time, it was Gem Wana, the king of the clan. And this was like, oh, like lava whip, lava whip this, lava whip that. And I was like, these kids are like a bunch of like little British kids, so let's play around with them. So I ended up meeting this kid named Gem a few days later, as he introduced me from David, and then it took off from there. Gem was like, yo, what's up? And I was like, hey. So after that, I met another kid named, let's see, Mark, and Mark was a cool kid, and it just, these British kids were so kind of like cool, I guess. I never wanted to leave them after I found out about them. I don't know why, but as you guys may know already, I'm from USA, so not many British kids around here. But going on, I later on that year, after joining the clan, adding them on Skype, they were really cool kids. Something happened where I was like in a bad state, and I really didn't like it. Oh, here's what happened. I met these Canadian kids, and by the way, I have nothing against anyone. British little wankers or Canadian kids are people who usually play RuneScape, and I'm from USA, so I have nothing against anyone, just to let you guys know. But I met these Canadian kids, and they were like, I can't stand British. And I'm like, what? So they wanted me to quit the clan, and these guys had adapted to me. So what I tried doing is talking to Gem, and I'm like, yo, Gem, give me David's password. And usually, yeah, I won't hack his account. I'll just take the money. And he's like, you sure? And he's like, well, you'll have to pay me 500k. So I paid Gem 500k on RuneScape, just regular RuneScape, and they left the call and they left me. And so not lying, I almost started crying. I was so mad. I was like, darn it, now I have to go and do like half an hour of Frost Dragon Bones, and that was absolutely terrible to me at the time. And oh my gosh, I'm not kidding, I almost cried. And they started calling me back on Skype and adding me, and I'm like, fine, I'll add them. And then they're like, so sorry that like they're just kidding, and it's like, oh, we're just messing around with you, you little white kid. And I don't know, it's just the fact that they joked around with me, took 500k, because 500k back then, guys, that was a heck of a lot. But it was just so nice that how they treated me then, that I just could not let them go from there. And by the way, there was another kid named Cameron that I met, and Cameron was just, a Scottish kid, from Scotland, hitting the bars up every day, drinking some of that potatoes. But anyways, it was them, and I just stuck with them from forever on. And but what happened was later on, I got, no, I wasn't mad at them, but they got mad at me because I actually left their clan for this Canadian guy, and this Canadian guy was like, come with me, bro, and I'll get you 120 dungeoneering no time, because I'm connected and whatever. But I was like, fine, I'll take it. So foolish me, I left. I left these British kids who were the by far nicest kids I've ever met in my life. Absolutely loved them, but so they just convinced me to leave them. I don't no idea why I chose to do that, but so I left them. Um, yeah, I left them, and I sort of stupid randoms, but I left them, joined another. Well, we made another clan because back then this was like my third clan, and I made this one. And what happened was the Canadian kid and this other guy who I remember to this day, great guys, but what happened was this Canadian guy started to he got drunk some nights, and he was really wasted, and he like said bad things to me, and then he just tried to hack my account and like freaking steal my, like, lure me pretty much. And he's all like, yo, come here and help me lure someone. And meanwhile he's trying to anti-lure me. So one time I lost like my DFS, and I was so pissed, and like I don't know, man. So I left them and their clan, just was done with them, and I joined back these British kids. And you know just to show how nice these kids were, here's what they did for me. They wrote me a Baby Come Back song. Baby Come Back. And it was like the coolest thing ever. Oh my gosh. And they literally just, every time I joined their call, they would just break out into like a barbershop trio. Baby Come Back. You can blame it all on me. And it was like so weird how attached these guys were to me. And I backstabbed them. I actually got them lured a few times. Got their bank, like this kid Cameron, dude. I literally got 500 mil of his bank stolen, and I I I was sorry, but and they still want me, right? So I'm like, what the heck is this? Shouldn't these guys hate me for wanting me to like lure them or something? But no, they wanted me to hang out with them and be just their friends, I guess. So I ended up joining their clan back, and what happened was we were just friends from then on. And at that point it was like, who do I spend the rest of my summer with? So I just chose these British kids. But yeah, the summer went on, and what happened was, let's see. Yeah, so as the summer continued, things went well. I hit about 88 dungeoneering with them. I got my first chaotic with them, which was pretty cool. But after that, some stuff went down. So I, me and Cameron, we started like to get in a bad state, and like started scamming kids and like fishing and all that stuff. And what happened was, Cameron and it was about mid-July, I remember this, and we just got so greedy for money, it wasn't funny. I had about a 200 mil bank, and I was like, Cameron, you didn't split with me on this, and we were just getting so mad at each other. And we just stopped. We stopped being friends, and everything ended from then on. Hold on a second, guys. And of course, my dad wants me to have Taco Bell, so I'm back. What happened was Cameron and I, we just stopped talking from then on. It was, yeah, like I said, it was about mid-July, and what happened was we got so greedy with money that it just ended. So that was that. I was bipolar and started removing all these British kids off of RuneScape, and at that point, I'm pretty sure. No, hold on, that's later. But what happened was, that was it. I just ended them and didn't talk to them for a while. Then as time goes on, I actually, hold on, backing up a bit. Cameron, I hung out with his other friends who were fishers, and they one night are like, "Hey guys, what's up? What?" And I bring up the idea, right? I'm like, "Yo guys, let's fish Cameron for his bank. Not fish, but like trust trade." And I don't know what happened, guys, but this kid is like, "Yeah, let's do it." Before his Italy trip, he tried to go and do it, and it didn't happen. Then later on, what happened was he, some other guy, like I think Adam or something, I don't know, goes up there, and he actually gets the 1 bill bank from Cameron. I'm like, holy Dave's nipples, because who knows how big Dave's nipples are? I don't. Maybe Jem does, but holy crap, they took his money. I'm like, and before I know it, he gave me like 300 mil, and I'm like, okay, thanks, whatever. And I just get this gutty feeling in my stomach, and it's like I can't do this anymore. So what happened was I was an idiot. Cameron, I hope you come back one of these days, man, but I was an idiot, and I gave him back the money. All of it, pretty much, except for like 100 mil. No, all of it. Yeah, I gave him all of it back, and then a week later, I'm like, Cameron, it was me, bro. We all owned up to it, and it was not fun. Cameron's like, you idiot, why didn't you at least give me the money back instead of giving it back to the hacker? And this kid literally just sold it online for like however much money. But going on, I promised myself that day that I would never ever in my life do anything, sort of like illegal to RuneScape, such as scamming, hacking, borrowing money, selling money, anything ever. But what happened is that was it. I didn't talk to Cameron, Jem, anyone for a while. Now, here's what gets interesting. I also met this kid named Weak Sauce, who was basically my RuneScape buddy from about, I would say, August to December. Now, in that time, you say, what happened was we just chilled out. I got my fire cape with him, I got dungeoneering levels with him, I slayed with him, I did all this fun stuff, and one day after oh man, I had like a 300, 400 mil bank, and I'm just like, what am I doing with this money? Honestly, what am I doing with this cash in my bank? It's just sitting there, and I was too afraid to spend it. I was too afraid to gamble with it. I was getting pissed at people for rigging the flower game, that it's like all it's doing is causing problems. And one day I'm like, Weak Sauce, take 20 mil. Yo, Choi, my best friend in IRL, which I would not have met with him other than RuneScape. Yo, take some money, bro. And then one day I'm like, freaking, oh, probably September, October. I'm like, Jem, if you ever see Cameron in your life again, here's 90 mil. Take it and give to him. So a week later, what happened was, I believe he tried to give to Cameron, and Cameron's like, you know what? I appreciate your concern, but I just don't need it. I don't want your money. It wasn't in a harsh way. It was in a polite, nice manner. But he's like, don't worry about it. Tough times comes tough times, but don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? And then Jem's like, I'm like, Jem, where's the money? It's like, well, I gave some to David. Like, dude, David's got enough raspberries in his bank, in his trunk. And I'm just kidding, but actually, David actually got, can you believe this, guys, his first freaking clue scroll, and he gets third age. So that kid's like racked up with a freaking 100 mil bank. And keep in mind, guys, this was when EOC was coming out, so all my friends were quitting ours anyways, tough times. But going on, what happened was Jem took the money. and I stopped talking to them again. I was adding them and deleting them on Skype because I felt like it was affecting my social, school life, whatever, and it just was terrible. So week sauce and I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a YouTube channel. So I made a YouTube channel. It was I can't even remember the name. That's how long ago it was, and this was September, guys. This was September, October. So I made the YouTube channel, and what it was my first video. It was, I kept on trying to make these Let's Play RuneScape, Let's Play Minecraft kind of crap, but it just didn't work out. So I'm like, you know what? I'm looking at, how did RuneShark do it? How did Silent Core do it? So I'm like, you know what, Silent Core. I watched one of his first videos, and I just realized how this guy is all about 190% all about being yourself. I don't remember where he states it in one of the videos, but thank you, Silent Core, for like opening up to me, and his videos encouraged me to just be myself. So I ended up making my own videos, being myself, and doing what I want to do instead of like trying to make a Let's Play series. You know what I'm saying? But that kind of worked out for me. That was my first video. Now my second video, I decided to make a video 150% dedicated, like 20 minutes to these, specifically Gem and Cameron. You too, David, but you too. You guys understand why I tease David so much, but that's besides the point. So I am currently, let's see, yes, making that second YouTube video, and so sorry I was offering all my money to these guys whenever I could pretty much get my hands on them, because I didn't know how to talk to them anymore. They didn't really want to talk to me, and I just didn't really want to talk to them either. But I mean, don't get me wrong, they always opened up to me, but me being a little white boy, I don't know what happened. I just kept on deleting them. I felt that like I shouldn't talk to them, but really it's like, yo bro, it's okay. Keep in mind, guys, I've scammed these kids so much times. Like, it wasn't me, I didn't take their money myself, but the people I met were ratters, fishers, scammers. They just completely tore my friends apart. And guys, I love you to this day. You're honestly the best. Going on, I made that second YouTube video, and Weak Sauce actually did me a favor and shared the video with them. And that day, they're like, baby, I miss you. And I'm like, I miss you guys too. And we just connected from then on. I think Cameron started crying, or maybe it appeared he was crying, but Jem was like, you know, I always missed you. And I'm like, Jem, cut the crap. You know you missed me. And then I'm pretty sure at that time David was MIA. No one know what happened to David. At one point, Jem even put up on a Skype. No, actually, Jem one day called David's mom, his house number, and is like, is David there? And she said, no, he's not available right now, but can I take a message? And Jem is all like, tell him I love him and I miss him. And she's like, it's kind of weird, but I'll tell him. So David never showed up. No one ever heard about him. Whatever. Then I get back together with you guys, and I find out that freaking Cameron's got like a 300 mil bank, no, 2 bill bank. He's got full Santa. He's got a Santa hat, full freaking third age, whatever. And I'm like, oh, good job, Cameron. You too, bro. And he actually gave me some money, because, like, to be honest, this was the point in life where I'm like making a video, friends over pixels. And that was what my video was about. Is really, honestly, guys, these games we play, they're just a bunch of pixels. They're nothing more than a virtual game, and that's why I like these kids, because they don't care about the money. They don't care about anything else but the Skype call. The moments we've created are great. I mean, that's why I played RuneScape, for these guys. And if it weren't for them, to be honest, guys, I don't know where I would be right now. I wouldn't understand the difference between scamming your friend and preserving your friendship over some in-game crap. And this game has taught me so much about that I can never give that up for anything. But like again, moving on. But I miss these guys so much. So they came back to me, and what happened was, I don't know. I guess they sort of. Hold on. Let me just recap right here. So yeah, okay. So they came back to me. I started making these YouTube videos again. We started the clan Citadel. We had the whole thing going, and it hit about mid November, and I'm just like, I got finals. Holy crap! I'm not doing as good in school right now. So I don't know why. I just removed them, and they were like, what? Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was thinking, why the heck am I doing this? It sounded like we weren't both on the same page, because we were. And for some reason, I just removed them. David's still MIA. Who the heck knows where that kid is? But maybe he's eating raspberries. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. What I'm trying to say, guys, is that the friends you make in RuneScape are truly friends. Friends who never let you down, heck, they never leave your side. No matter what joke they make, what mark they make, what impression they put on you, they are going to be always there for you. And if you don't have friends that are always there for you guys, from day one till the last day, you should leave them right now. My friends have, oh my gosh, these goddamn freaking interrupting me. Alright, yeah, whatever, garbage. Anyways, but those Canadian guys I met, guys, were garbage. They lured me and scammed me constantly over and over again. Stick with the friends who you know who are good guys. Please do that. This is going to be an amazing channel that we have for us, Skate for Friends. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you are able to connect with me. I do these videos purely for your enjoyment. I love seeing comments that are like, your voice is sexy. I mean, your videos are great. It's a wonderful feeling, and we're not doing this for money. We're not doing this for anything else but to be, and I was saying to the guys, we're the next Prune Shark. We can do it. So I hope you guys enjoy our videos. It's purely for entertainment. Let us know what we can do and what we can work on. Thank you guys. I've been AJ. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. See you guys later.